It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' veteran quarterback.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them, and in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
The Jags defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And one of the guys who will need to play well is this man in his 5th NFL season in the defensive backfield.
And he had a great game a week ago. Just about everybody on this unit did in the shutout. It's going to be a tough performance to replicate. But this group, they believe they're up to the challenge.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the first trip he's made to the end zone in his career. So at least for this one play, the move to a new organization pays off.
And it might not have been the first thought in his head, but you know that more the family members, loved ones, they're thinking right now he's got to find a special place to keep that football in his home. That's one where you're going to want to show it off to the grandkids a few decades down the road.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're flying high here after their new acquisition for 2022 came up with a pick 6 just a moment ago. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Tannehill's throw taken in here by Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring out the third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've got this offense backed up to start out. The line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line as we begin 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Henry again on 2nd down. Now the ball comes loose. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They may be looking to bring some pressure here as they've got this offense backed up. 1st and 10 at the 10.
That's right, dog.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They, you might remember, forced a safety last time they were out there, so they're playing with some confidence now as this drive begins with a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Draw play. This is Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They had the pick 6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Tannehill. It's complete. Burks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete pass.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Nassib shooting in and taking him to the ground.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They forced the turnover the last time they were out there. The 2nd interception of the game for their veteran stalwart. What a game he's having as this next drive gets underway. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Henry again on 2nd down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They forced another turnover on that previous drive. And how about the vet with 3 interceptions in the ball game? This offense may be saying, you know, it's time to go away from him here as this next drive starts anew. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tannehill. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just a 20% success rate and 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play.
Again, Tannehill. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Hard to move the ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've pitched the shutout here into the fourth quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these in. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've put in a very good shift so far.
Let's go.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because...
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Jaguars, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Titans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.